Hey guys, James Sane. I did not realize until a couple of days ago, as of July 21st, 2025 in Florida, to renew your nursing license and mini medical license, you have to have a fingerprint and a background check. I just renewed my license in April of 2024, so I didn't have to do any of this, so I'm no expert on it. My wife just asked me, she's a medical science technologist, that she had to do this. I said, no, we don't have to do, well, I did a little research. Almost everybody does. So I go under the Florida Department of Health, under the floridanursing.gov, but I'm sure you know your website, Florida Department of Health, for renewing your license. So a little bit of background, the House 975 background screening and certifications passed during the 2024 legislative session, establishing background screening requirements for health care professions regulated by the Florida Department of Health Division of Medical Quality Assurance. So the new requirements as of July 1, 2025, all healthcare practitioners must comply with background screening requirements when applying for initial licensure or renewing license. The people that are exempt off this website, Florida Department of Health, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, pharmacy interns, registered pharmacy technicians, and radiological technologists are exempt unless applying to the military active duty spouse licensure pathway, whatever that is. Fingerprint retention requirements do not apply to these professions. So I'll leave a link like I said, I'm no expert. I didn't have to do it. So apparently you have to have a background check and you have to have fingerprints. And there's a number of different links. There's a nice little video, but it still leaves me with some questions. There's some PDFs, there's some brochures about the requirements for doing this. But I would start in that 90 to 120 day before your license were due, because a bunch of people are going to do it. Don't be one of the people that, oh, I didn't know anything about it. So I didn't know anything about it. I just learned a couple days ago. So today is July the 4th. It's only been in effect for 3 days. So go to the Florida Department of Health or floridanursing.gov, whatever. I'm sure pharmacy people have their own, medical technologists have their own, doctors have their own websites for renewing their license, sure. But just a heads up, this is what is in effect today in Florida. All right, guys, thanks a lot.